Hello everyone, welcome back. How wonderful to see you. It is of course Monday, it's Home Choir, and we're back with a fantastic folk Monday for you. We're going to learn a new song called Whiskey in the Jar, as well as singing pieces like Tell Me Ma and The Star of the County Down, and finishing of course with The Wild Rover. I've had a brilliant morning today putting the track together for you. I think I've played most of my guitars and stringed instruments on this track, so looking forward enormously to teaching you Whiskey in the Jar, and I hope you've had a good week. I hope you're all keeping well. I see in the chat some of you are recovering. Dear Terry, I'm sorry to hear that you're well, under the weather is a bit of an understatement, but I do hope you're recovering well, and it's lovely to have you here. I also see that Dorothy's here. It's 10 to 6 in the morning. I'm pretty sure it's the same could be said for Helene and Bill and Val in California. So all of you who are up early to be here live for Home Choir, thank you so much. And everyone, it's great to be back. Looking forward to today. Now I'm just going to quickly run through the sound checks. Lots of bits and pieces to just check's working. Piano's okay. Have we got the oh yes, the cathedral's still working after a week away. And I have touching wood here. Everything will hopefully work, because I've had a bit of a studio update here. A few things have moved around. The camera's now fixed to the wall as opposed to on the desk. So hopefully when I thump the keys, we won't get any shake in the camera. That's been an upgrade that's been a long time coming. I also need to check my instruments are in tune. There is, just to warn you, may contain traces of banjolele, everyone. Let's combine that with the cathedral acoustic. Everything sounds better in the cathedral. Fantastic. And we need the guitar as well. Mushering, whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. There we go, fantastic. I need to check my tracks are working. We should have Tell Me Ma, which starts. Tell me ma when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. The Star of the County Down. Tell me ma when I go home. With both of them at the same time. And then the new track today, Whiskey in the Jar. Get a load of this. Fun this morning. Okay, I think we're good to go. So, ladies and gentlemen out there, particularly, can I start by welcoming those of you who are watching this broadcast after it's streamed live. And generally speaking, we get about 200 people watching this broadcast later. So to all of you, my dear devoted home choristers who come along and watch this later, thank you all of you for being part of this very, very special group. And I hope you've had a good week. And to everyone who's here live but isn't chatting over here, I'll be with all of you in just a minute. A very, very good afternoon to you, or a very good morning, depending on what time of day it is. I've already mentioned, but hello to Helene and Bill and Val in California. Hello, folks. Hello, Sue and Tony. Hello to Sally and Annie and Maureen. Hello to Anne and Linda and Charlotte and Nikki. Hello to Huyen. Hello to Katie in Thornbury. And to everyone who's watching, hello to Harry and June as well. And then hello, everyone over here. Lots and lots of busy people bustling around and having a nice chat. So let's see, who do we have with us this afternoon? A very good afternoon. Hello, Alison. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Breda. Hello, Carol. Hello, Christine. Hello, Dorothy. Hello, Eileen. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Emma. Hello, Fiona. Hello, Glenys. Hello, Jackie. Hello, Jane. Hello, Jill. Hello, Karen. Hello, Kim. Hello, Lady B. Hello, Leslie. Hello, Lindsay. Hello, Marie. Hello, Mary. Hello, Michael. Hello, Nicola. Hello, Nikki. Hello, Patricia. Hello, Rona. Hello, Ruth. Hello, Susanna. Hello, Terry. Get well soon. Hello, Terry. Hello, Valda. Hello, Virginia. Hello, everyone. So how are we doing? Let's see. Marvelous stuff. Thank you, Patricia, for your tweet this morning saying, yeah, let's get back to school. I mean, I think I felt a little bit like my children this morning. Yeah, that's fine. Just 10 more minutes, Mum. But hey, it's been a good morning. Had a lovely breakfast with Anna. We went out and had a bite to eat. And I've spent the morning, as I say, in here recording with... now, let's see. You're going to hear two different acoustic guitars. You're going to hear banjolele and banjo, 12-string guitar, bass, and canterless. So that's at least 7 instruments, plus a couple of other virtual ones as well. So it's been quite a plinky-plonky morning today. So Christine is saying, July 1st concert. I presume this is the Nelsey Concert Orchestra concert. I hope those of you who can come along to it will be able to. This is going to be at Nelsey School in North Somerset, 1st of July. That is the Nelsey Concert Orchestra, my wonderful group, who will be playing, amongst other things, Gershwin's American in Paris, which is amazing. They're going to be playing the Vaughan Williams English Folk Song Suite. They're going to be playing the Quincy Jones Soul Bossa Nova, better known as the Austin Powers theme. Huge fun. Absolutely brilliant. We're going to play the overture to Nabucco by Verdi. That's the one that has that beautiful Speed Your Journey tune. And a little piece called Finlandia by Sibelius, which will be known to many of you and a few in particular. So if you are around on the 1st of July and you can make it to North Somerset, to Nelsey, do please consider coming along and supporting that concert. And I can see we've been joined by more people. Hello, Carolyn. Hello, Carolyn. How lovely to see you. And Karen as well. Fabulous. Virginia says she's had the dog for the week, so we've walked a lot. That's fantastic. Well done, you. I've been trying to get my steps in over the last week in particular. You know, one can spend far too long, particularly in my job, sitting at this desk just furiously working. And now that we're through, I feel, touching wood, the really busy period with everything we've had to do, particularly here on Home Choir, with the brass band concert and Zadok the Priest and Celebration Day. It's all been a huge amount of work. And as the song says, I can see clearly now the rain has gone, and looking forward to a nice summer. So getting out and about, getting those steps in, wearing my watch, which is always chirruping at me to get off my backside and do some steps. And so yesterday, as I was up in Rugby with the choir, I got in, according to the watch anyway, 14,000 steps, which is quite a lot of steps. Explains why I had sore feet yesterday. But I hope you're all keeping very, very well. It's lovely in Kent, says Carol. That's great to hear. And I hope you and Bumble and Bee and John are very, very well. It's warm and sunny in Lytham St Anne's, says Michael. Well, isn't that marvellous? Barbara says, can I come and visit? No sun for 3 days. Average temperature 8 degrees. Oh, Barbara. That's the thing about British weather. When the weather is good, when the sun shines, there's nowhere better. But most of the time, particularly down here in the southwest of the UK, most of the time, sadly, it's pretty grotty. Nicholas says 14k, give a month or so. I'm quite pleased with it, to be honest. Yes, thank you, Carol. I'm not sure, I'll be honest, when I'm wearing the watch and I'm conducting, it does sometimes count the conducting as steps. So I'm not entirely sure I did 7 miles around the chapel there in Rugby, but, you know, I'll take it. I'll take it. The watch was very, very pleased with me. I got a little trophy and everything. Now, we're going to get started, folks. We've got a brilliant programme today. Some fantastic music from Ireland and a new song called Whiskey in the Jar. And before that, please make sure you've got everything you need for the broadcast. As always, we'll put the words up on screen so you can have a really good sing-along. But do please make sure you've got a drink. Okay, so you can stay hydrated. I'm sure you've been drinking lots over the last week, but particularly when you're singing. It's so, so important. And I think we're going to start, well, I'm feeling bright and sunny, so let's have a lovely bright and sunny home choir chord. You can sing a C, an E, a G, or if you're feeling particularly warm and sunny today, you can put the D in at the top. We'll sing the C9 home choir chord and start the show. Are you ready? Nice deep breath, and let's sing. Here we go. How lovely to hear your voices after a week off the air, ladies and gentlemen, and a very, very warm welcome today to Folk Monday. It's been a while since we've been together, and I do hope you've had a good week off, but we're back with some more fantastic music, as you can see here on screen, starting shortly with Tell Me Ma, followed by the star of the County Down. The new song today is Whiskey in the Jar, which is another earworm. Another one, Ben? Yes, another one. We'll follow that with the beautiful Parting Glass and finish off with a rousing rendition of The Wild Rover, which of course involves you clapping and stamping and making all sorts of fun noise. So apologies in advance to your neighbours, pets, spouses, anyone you've got around you. But before we get on with the music today, but by the way, this marvellous image here, entirely generated by Midjourney. Entirely AI generated, and we are going to have an AI catch up because my goodness me, things have moved on since we last did that. We're going to do that next week, but for now, just revel in that incredible image. All I said was a glass of whiskey with ice in it, a guitar leaning against a rock in beautiful Irish countryside, and it just came up with this. Amazing. But what we've got coming up this week, well, is just as amazing. Join me on Wednesday for our latest deep dive, where we will be exploring the discovery of Vivaldi's Gloria, a piece that you might think has been part of the repertoire for centuries, but actually is a relatively recent rediscovery, having been lost for quite some time and was discovered in a trunk in Turin in the 1920s. So join me to hear the story about its rediscovery and its taking its place, its rightful place, some might say, at the top of the choral repertoire. And then on Friday, The Peanut Vendor, one of my absolute favourite cheery songs. And as it turns out, it's a brilliant antidote to earworms. So just bear that in mind, okay? It is a catchy song, but it's a little bit like I suppose, a musical sorbet. It is a palate cleanser. So if you find yourself with a particularly nasty earworm, and I'm not going to trigger anyone, you know who you are out there, you know what kind of earworms you've got going around your head. The Peanut Vendor, peanuts, da-dum, da-dum, is a really good way to get that gone. And then on Sunday, we're going to have a Vivaldi sing-along because, well, why not? It's such glorious music at this time of year. Who can do better than Vivaldi? And, of course, you can sign up for our weekly email newsletters, get all of the news that's fit to print and more besides. Just go to homechoir.org, fill in the form, tell us when your birthday is, and you're done. And remember, you don't need to tell us the year. It's not about that. We just want to sing happy birthday to you on your special day. And of course, as always, we're going to sing happy birthday to Barbara, whose birthday is tomorrow, and we'll have many more birthdays to celebrate when I see you on Wednesday. But before that, why don't we get warmed up, folks? So if I could invite you all, please, to ascend, be upstanding or sit up in your chair, whichever is easiest and most convenient and comfortable for you. And if I could ask you to stand comfortably, if I could ask you to make your knees nice and soft, if you're sitting in your chair, if you could please have your feet flat on the floor, whatever surface is easiest, so that you have that lovely straight back. Give yourself a long neck and just allow yourself just a moment to just reconnect with the business of singing, with this wonderful community that we have here on the internet, and the fact that you're singing with friends, whether you're here live or you're watching later on. And if we can start to take a few deep breaths in and out, just in your own time. As we're breathing now, let's drop the jaw and breathe as cold as we can, so the air feels cold at the back of the throat. And blow the air away from you. And again. And breathe out any stress and tension. And one more. Breathe as silently as you can, everyone. And now blow all that stress away. Pay it no heed. This is your time to enjoy your singing. And as you continue to take nice deep breaths in and out, just roll your shoulders around for me, please, would you, everyone? That's splendid. And once you've rolled them in one direction, would you roll them the other way? Thank you so much. And we'll bring our shoulders up to our ears, please. We'll take a deep breath, gather up that tension again. And as we sigh, we'll relax the shoulders. Here we go. Splendid. Well done, everyone. A little bit of a roll around with the head. Just to loosen these muscles. And we're ready to make some sound. So we're going to start down here. Let's have a little bit more of the piano, shall we? So we're just going to go with me and again. Very much indeed, everyone. And as promised, we're going to sing happy birthday to Barbara, who's celebrating her birthday tomorrow. I also see that it was Marie's birthday on Saturday, so I do hope you had a good day. So let's sing happy birthday to Barbara and to Marie. And to anyone who celebrated their birthday whilst we've been off the air, I do hope you had a fantastic special day. And so this is for all of you, everyone. There's our notes, and we're in after two. 1, 2. Happy birthday to you. Barbara Marie, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Barbara and Marie. Happy birthday to you. And many, many more. Happy birthday to both of you. And as I say to anyone who's celebrating their special day today, have a good one. Now then, let's have a look at our first song today. This is a fantastic song, and all our songs today are taken from the wonderful Emerald Isle, from the beautiful Ireland. And this song, Tell Me Ma When I Go Home, the last time I sang this, I was actually sitting in a restaurant on the banks of the River Liffey in Dublin with, I think it's fair to say, actually I'm not going to play along with this one, with the best pint of Guinness I've had in about 20 years in front of me, and soon not so much in front of me as inside. And it was a brilliant, brilliant evening. So to all of you over there in the Emerald Isle today, well, the programme is all songs I think you'll all know and love. And so I expect anyone who's in the Emerald Isle, Northern or Southern Ireland, I expect to hear you singing extra loud so I can hear you down here in Patchway Cathedral. So we're going to sing Tell Me Ma When I Go Home. The boys won't leave the girls alone. Here we go. Tell me Ma when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair and they stole my comb, well that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she's the belle of Belfast City. She's a courting 1, 2, 3 parade, which tell me who is she. Tell me Ma when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair and they stole my comb, well that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she's the belle of Belfast City. She's a courting 1, 2, 3 parade, which tell me who is she. Albert Mooney says he loves her, all the boys are fighting for. Knock at the door and they ring that bell. Hello, my true love, are you well? Out she comes as white as snow, rings on the fingers and bells on the toes. Oh, Johnny Murray says she will die, she doesn't get that fella with a roving eye. Tell me Ma when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair and they stole my comb, well that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she's a belle of Belfast City. She's a courting 1, 2, 3 pray, which tell me who is she. Instrumental. Bit of river dance, everyone. You should see my feet aflame. Here we go. Let the wind and the rain and the hail go high, and the snow come tumbling from the sky. She's as nice as apple pie, and she gets her own lad by and by. When she gets a lad of her own, she won't tell them out till she comes home. Let them all come as they will, for it's Albert Mooney she loves still. Tell me Ma when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair and they stole my comb, well that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she's the belle of Belfast City. She's a courting 1, 2, 3 parade. One more time. Tell me Ma when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair and they stole my comb, well that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she's the belle of Belfast City. She's a courting 1, 2, 3 parade, which tell me who is she. Well done, goodness me. We've been off for a week. If you haven't done any singing for a week, well, that'll probably have blown the cobwebs away for you, hasn't it? What a great song. Fabulous song. I love that instrumental. I'm afraid the camera couldn't catch my feet aflame. The dancing would have brought tears to your eyes, ladies and gents. You just have to use your imaginations. Now we're going to see, if you believe that, I've got a lovely bridge in Ireland to sell you. Now we're going to sing a beautiful song, The Star of the County Down, which we learnt just before I headed over to Ireland. Back then, when was it? Goodness me. March, April? I can't remember. That's how the year is going. But we learnt this one shortly before Katie and I headed over to Ireland for that wonderful Messiah tour. And so we're going to have this wonderful, wonderful song, The Star of the County Down. So here we go. Let's have a bit of an acoustic for this one, shall we? Oh, and by the way, part of the upgrade is I now have my foot pedal. So if all works well, the words will change through the power of my feet, ladies and gentlemen. How about that? Here we go. In Banbridge town, in the county down, one morning last July, from a boring green came a sweet Colleen, and she smiled as she passed me by. She looked so sweet from her two bare feet to the sheen of her nut brown hair. Such a coaxing elf, sure I shook myself, for to see I was really there. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the fair Colleen that I met in the county Down. As she onward sped, sure I scratched my head, and I looked with a feeling rare. And I says I, to a passer-by, who's the maid with the nut brown hair? He smiled at me, and he says he, that's the gem of Ireland's crown. It's Rosie McGann from the banks of the Bann, she's the star of the county Down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the fair Colleen that I met in the county Down. Feet don't fail me now. At the harvest fair she'll be surely there, and I'll dress in my Sunday clothes, with my shoes shone bright and my hat cocked right, for a smile from my nut brown rose. No pipe or smoke, no horse I'll yoke, till me plough turns a rust colour brown, till a smiling bride by my own fireside is the star of the county Down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the fair Colleen that I met in the county. One more time. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the fair Colleen that I met in the county Down. It's a grand job, so it is. And I think the foot pedal worked. Results. Okay, so that is our second song. Let's move on and have a look at the new song today. As I said at the start, earworm warning with this one, folks. This one is a cracking song, and I have to thank Seamus for this one, as when I was there in that, well, let's be honest, pub on the banks of the Liffey, Seamus, bless him, brought along two guitars so that he and I could sit together and lead this fantastic sing-along there in the evening after Messiah. And it has always been one of my it's been on my bucket list to be part of a proper Irish sing-song with a big pint of Guinness on the banks of the Liffey. And Seamus, well, thank you very much. You were literally instrumental in helping that happen. And he was the first person I ever heard sing this song. And I know many of you out there going, what? I've known this song for years. Then Lizzie sang it, the Dubliners and so on. I must have heard it at some point in my life, but I never got round to learning it until I sang it with Seamus there in the bar. And I was watching his hands like you wouldn't believe, trying to pick up the chords as quickly as I could. So Seamus and Sarah and Rory, this one is for you. So this one goes like this. As I was going over the far-famed Kerry Mountains, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced me pistol and then produced me rapier, saying stand and deliver, for he were a bold deceiver. Mushering dum-a-doo-dum-a-da, whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Now, there's going to be people in the comments going, what do these words mean? There must be some translation into Gaelic. Well, musha means well, literally well, and everything else is just nonsense lyrics. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That, at least, if someone can tell me that this means something, well, do let me know. But all my research, I just say the quick Google I did of this, my extensive research, suggests this is just nonsense lyrics, so we can all have fun with it. So let me teach you the verse slowly. It goes, as I was going over the far-famed Kerry Mountains, everyone, as I was going over the far-famed Kerry Mountains, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. Then I first produced me pistol and then produced me rapier. Everyone, I first produced me pistol and then produced me rapier, saying stand and deliver, for he were a bold deceiver. just slightly different at the end, saying stand and deliver, for he were a bold deceiver. Mushering dabba-doo dabba-da, mushering dabba-doo dabba-da. Then we sing whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Let's sing that chorus together. Mushering dabba-doo dabba-da, whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Now this is a bit of a cautionary tale. It's the story of a highwayman who robs a soldier and is then turned in by his wife, by his lady. So there's some choice turns of phrase in this, which of course are entirely cultural and reliant on the story. I personally, and HOMECHOIR, takes no responsibility for any offence caused by these lyrics, which are entirely traditional and a lot of fun. So let's enjoy this song. It's a real cracker, it really is. And as I said, I recorded this morning with, I think, at least 7 different guitars and stringed instruments. So see if you can spot them. Here is everyone, whiskey in the jar. Here we go. As I was going over the far-famed Kerry Mountains, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced me pistol, then I produced me rapier, saying stand and deliver, for he were a bold deceiver. Mushering dabba-doo-dabba-da, whack ball the daddy-o, whack ball the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I counted out his money and it made a pretty penny. I put it in me pocket and I took it home to Jenny. She sighed and she swore that she never would deceive me, but the devil take the women, for they never can be easy. Mushering dabba-doo-dabba-da, whack ball the daddy-o, whack ball the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I went into my chamber, all for to take a slumber. I dreamed of golden jewels and sure it was no wonder, but Jenny drew me charges and she filled them up with water, then sent for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter. Mushering dabba-doo-dabba-da, whack ball the daddy-o, whack ball the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. 'Twas early in the morning, before I rose to travel, up comes a band of footmen, and likewise Captain Farrell. I first produced me pistol, for she stole it away me rapier. I couldn't shoot the water, so a prisoner I was taken. Mushering dabba-doo-dabba-da, whack ball the daddy-o, whack ball the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. If anyone can aid me, 'tis my brother in the army. If I could find his station in Cork or in Killarney, and if he'll go with me, we'll go roaming through Kilkenny. I'm sure it should be better than going to Spartan Jenny. Mushering dabba-doo-dabba-da, whack ball the daddy-o, whack ball the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. 'Cause some take delight in carriages rolling, and others take delight in the early and the morning. But I take delight in the juice of the barley, and hot and ready vermouth in the morning, bright and early. Mushering dabba-doo-dabba-da, whack ball the daddy-o, whack ball the daddy-o, there's the one more time. Mushering dabba-doo-dabba-da, whack ball the daddy-o, whack ball the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. So there is. How about that, folks? Oh, it's all good crack. I hope you all enjoyed that one. Believe you me, that one is going to make an appearance regularly here on the channel. Oh, I need a drink after that. Please do hydrate. And of course, what you drink is entirely up to you, depending on the time of day. Here it is 2:20 in the afternoon. I have quite a lot of work to do. So there's water in the jar at the moment. As for later on, we'll have to see, won't we? So, hope you enjoyed that one. Lots of you going, woo, in the comments. Thank you very much indeed for that wonderful rapturous applause. And we're going to sing something a little bit different now. A song which means so much to so many. Something gentle, something beautiful. We're going to sing The Parting Glass before, that's not quite the end, before we finish off with the Wild Rover. All right, so for everyone, and I want to dedicate this to everyone who took part in that wonderful Celebration Day song. I hope you've had a chance to see it. It's had loads and loads of views. Could always do with a few more. But of course, everyone who took part with a full heart and lots of love, and in their own way dedicated it to so many people out there who they love and who are no longer with them. And to all of you who took part in Celebration Day, even if it's you just spent a moment there on that Sunday just over a week ago, just thinking about that dear person of yours who you were dedicating the day to. This one is for you. Here is The Parting Glass, everyone. Of all the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm I've ever done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass, good night and joy be to all. Of all the comrades that e'er I had, they're sorry for my going away, and all the sweethearts that e'er I had, they wish me one more day to stay. But since it fell into my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and I'll softly call, good night and joy be to all. Good night and joy be to all. There you go, folks. And isn't that typical of an Irish sing-song? Everyone's having a really good time, feet tapping, thighs being slapped, hopefully your own, but hey, we make no judgment. And then someone stands up to sing something really soft and everyone starts looking down, particularly into their drinks. We could leave it there, but I don't want to send you off to the week like that. I want to send you off with this song ringing in your ears. I want you to be tapping your feet. I want you to be clapping along with this one, because this one is The Wild Rover. And oh, this is a cracking song. It's all good songs today. If you remember this one, and just a bit of revision for those of you perhaps who have forgotten what you do in The Wild Rover, as we sing, and it's no, nay, never, you go clap, 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 no, nay, never, no more. Let's just practice that. In fact, I'll just give you the first verse. Sing along by all means, but this is rehearsal. This isn't the real thing. I've been a wild rover for many's the year, and I spent all me money on whiskey and beer. But now I'm returning with gold in great store, and I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no, nay, never. 1, 2, 3, 1. Nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. Fantastic. Now, if you've got a drink in your hand, that's the best place for it. Okay, whether it's coffee, tea, or you're watching later on and it's something a little bit more interesting. As they say to all of you, sláinte, and let's sing The Wild Rover. The foot pedal's holding up, the conductor just about, so here we go, from the top. Nice and loud, everyone. Want to hear you singing from wherever you are. Woo! I've been a wild rover for many's the year, and I spent all me money on whiskey and beer, true. But now I'm returning with gold in great store, and I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no, nay, never. 1, 2, 3, 4, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I went to an alehouse I used to frequent, and I told the landlady me money was spent. I answered me credit, she answered me nay. Such a custom as yours I can have every day, and it's no, nay, never. 1, 2, 3, 4, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never. I then took from me pocket 10 sovereigns bright, and the landlady's eyes open wide with delight. She says, I have whiskies and wines of the best, and the words that you told me were only in jest. And it's no, nay, never. 1, 2, 3, 4, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never. Let's bring it down for this last verse. I'll home to me parents, confess what I've done, and I'll ask them to pardon their prodigal son. And when they've caressed me as oft times before, I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no, nay, never. 1, 2, 3, 4, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never. One more time, and it's no, nay, never. 1, 2, 3, 4, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never. There we go, folks. Thank you for clapping and stamping and singing along with that. And I have to give a special shout out to my darling wife, who is downstairs moderating this broadcast. And she was absolutely clapping and stamping along because I could feel it coming up through the floor. So well done, all of you. I not only heard you singing, I felt you clapping and stamping along. And I hope you've enjoyed Home Choir's return after a week off. We're going to have a brilliant, brilliant time this term. Got so much wonderful music, some really interesting stuff to come up, some really nice songs, and of course, lots and lots of fun. So join me if you can on Wednesday, either live or later on, whenever you can, as we explore the rediscovery of Vivaldi's Gloria. It had been lost for centuries, rediscovered in a trunk in Turin in the 20s. And I'll tell you all about that and how it came to prominence. And then, of course, Fun Friday, we're going to sing The Peanut Vendor, and you're going to absolutely love it. But whatever you got planned for the rest of the day, may it go extremely well. If you're around tonight at 5 o'clock and you fancy popping along and seeing what Choir of the Earth is up to, it's the launch of the Summer School 2023, where we're going to be singing, well, a couple of pieces which Home Choir will find familiar. Jesu Joy of Man's Desiring, that lovely Gounod Bach Ave Maria, along with a special version of Mozart's Lacrimosa, finished by the Argentinian composer Martin Palmieri. So it is Mozart Tango. It's absolutely fantastic. We're also going to be learning Always Look on the Bright Side of Life from Monty Python's Life of Brian in a brilliant arrangement for 5 parts. And then a very, very interesting piece called 4 minutes 33 by John Cage. Come along and find out all about this fantastic music tonight at 5 o'clock. Otherwise, I'll see you on Wednesday at 2. In the meantime, everyone, take care, be well, all the very best.